What's good, y'all? Welcome to Ready to Tape. Today we're gonna be talking about the Raiders versus Steelers, some post-game action. We're gonna talk about what happened in the game. We're gonna have a couple of opinions on how we're gonna move forward and what the season is looking like at this point. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit the sub button if you want to see more videos like this. Now let's get into it. All right, first things first, we got to address it, man. I'm not going to be happy until we get a new quarterback. Okay. Now, as far as the season, I ain't really tripping off of the loss because, like I just said, I ain't going to be happy until we get a new quarterback. Besides that, I'm just glad to see the defense is able to hold opponents to less than 20 points a game. These last like 5 to 6 weeks, they've been doing a pretty good damn job, if you ask me. And that's something I like to see. I mean, we got the young guy, Tyler Hall out there making some plays. But one thing that I do have to have my opinion on, and this is just starting with the defense, is Nate Hobbs hasn't been playing great since he came back from IR. He's had some low lights since he came back. And he's been on the wrong end of some highlights, if you know what I'm saying. So that's kind of tough to see. I hope Nate Hobbs is able to turn it around, get back to where he belongs, you know what I mean, to that elite level that he was playing at. But we do have a guy like Tyler Hall that's young, and he got re-signed, and he's looking good. He's making plays out there. Max Crosby is Max Crosby. But the other thing is that Chandler Jones went out with an injury, and so did Denzel Perriman. I mean, these two guys are some veterans that were playing pretty well for us, and to see them go out with injuries, that's a tough one. I think that's a pretty big blow to this defense. I mean, we already had Masterson out there playing a lot before Jayon Brown. Now you talk about Denzel Perriman. Potentially, Darius Butler is going to step into that role. That's what it was looking like. So something to keep an eye on. Something definitely keep an eye on. And then, like I said, Chandler Jones. Who's going to come in for him? Are we going to finally get to see some Kuntz if he gets if he's basically going to be out these next 2 weeks? Because remember, he's still going to be here next year. He ain't going nowhere. He's not being traded. He's not being released. Nothing like that. But Chandler Jones is going to be here, so maybe we can get some Kuntz action with I believe it's Tyshawn Bauer. So maybe those guys will get some rotation, get some burn in these last couple of games, and maybe save their career with the Raiders. If not, just have a little showcasing, because I do want to see Kuntz. I definitely want to see Kuntz. Now, moving on. We talked a little bit about the corners, about the D line, linebackers, these injuries. Safety work is a safety work. Harmon and Merrick out there, but let's go ahead and roll over to the offense. And this is where it's tricky because the offense is really just stagnant. I mean, they're just not doing that great. And I don't know if it's the play calling. For me, I don't really think it's the play calling. I love the play calling. I think we do sometimes have the wrong play, but I think that's just going to be every team. It doesn't have a perfect play calling at every single given moment. Now, the offensive line didn't play that great. Let's be honest. Cam Hayward was having a day. He was being able to do whatever he wanted, getting a couple of sacks in there and really wreaking havoc. But it wasn't too bad to where we weren't able to get the ball out and make some throws, be able to get the ball out to Renfro. He scored a touchdown, get the ball to Waller on a long pass. He made a nice adjustment to the ball. That was a good one right there. Adams had a few catches, but nothing crazy. But the thing was, Jacobs only had, I believe, 50 yards in this game. He didn't really have that too many yards, so maybe to see him rush just a little bit more, especially on this cold weather. Now, Derek Carr, let's get straight to the point, man. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not going to be happy till we get a new quarterback. He didn't really play that great. Let's get to the point. 3 interceptions. I think that's 9 touchdowns, 9 interceptions in the last 5 to 6 games. That's not going to cut it, man. I mean, it's not going to cut it. I don't care if you're talking about Hunter Renfro and Darren Waller have been out. I don't care if you say, he has to adjust to the play calling or he has to adjust to the scheme. I don't care if you say it's the defense fault or if you say it's drops. You cannot tell me that every single time that there's a mistake that he makes that you have an excuse for it. We got to figure something out. We got to really move on, man, because I think that's we're only going to go as far as he takes us. And he's not going to take us that far, man. I mean, the defense is playing lights out. Like I covered in this video, the last 5 to 6 games, they held teams to 20 or less. And in general, right now, in these last 5 to 6 games, I believe they're ranked as the number 1 defense in the league in the last 5 to 6 games as far as points per game allowed. Now, it's just tough, but we have won some of those games. But just like today, we should have won the game. Kenny Pickett beat us, so Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the Raiders defense these last few games, and what do you guys think about the offense, how it's been stagnant? You guys agree about the quarterback situation? And I mean, Devontae Adams, he looks visibly frustrated. I mean, that's another, I'll say that for another story, man. But y'all know what it is. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the sub button if you want to see more videos like this. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Merry Christmas, Raider Nation. I hope y'all have a good one. Spend time with y'all families and have a good time, man. Ready to take.